associated with the identity principle. You got Kurt Godel, who talked about it. You got Wells. All of them said it made everything incommensurable just because they gave that identity principle to the number one. And that has been the stumbling block for mathematicians because it's what's held everybody behind because they keep trying to make that work. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong if we do it that way. In other words, I can take...
Is anything that he's saying correct?
Terrence has several influences, which, again, I don't think it's clear to me. I have to ask him questions to find out whether I'm even right. Look, one of the problems is I may be wrong about my model of Terrence. This is the first time I'm meeting him. I didn't know who he was before the podcast. And I need to know whether or not I'm even building the right model of Terrence, because otherwise it's just silly to have me here and I'm going to critique what I built in my own mind from Terrence's words.
Right.
What I would love, what I was hoping is that you would be able to explain your geometric unity model.
That's a different day. This is about you.
Okay, then all right, then.
But you guys could definitely get it. That could be a whole nother podcast. But what about what he was saying is incorrect just now?
He's saying things that are often at a level that are allegorical, and you could make them. So Terrence sometimes mentions something called category theory, right? And there's a weird way in which category theory can take something that seems to be an analogy and make it precise and powerful, right? So you can have two systems that don't look the same, and you spot an analogy between them, and then you say, holy cow, there's an exact mapping of one system onto another in which it was unexpected that those are the same structure. So, for example, we're going to get into something about multiplication where Terrence has an issue with multiplication. But to the best of my knowledge, you don't have an issue with addition.
I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with multiplication either.
Well, then 1 times 1 is what?
1 times 1 should equal 2. And action times an action. If you can show me one place in the universe.
But you just shifted frames.
No. Show me one place in the universe, one natural observable phenomenon where 1 times 1 equals 1, where an action times an action doesn't have a reaction.
So then you just went into some... There's a concept called logomachy, which is arguing over words. And what you want is not to be caught. If I can beat you in a word game, or you can beat me in a word game.
You can beat me in a word game. I didn't go to MIT. You can beat me in a word game.
By the way, I heard you with B.B. King, where he was having trouble improvising on the spot. And your mind